Welcome to Spa. 20 laps. Starting this with the uncertainty of whether rain's going to happen. It had that overcast look about it. So P7 start in the 911. Field of 14. Not all 14 finish. So the first real corner here, a little bit of congestion, one off there already. Dan's Racing's in trouble already with a 4-second penalty. LDR Ethan went real wide, so we got back in front of him. So Dan's looks like he's racing a little bit aggressively there. Keep an eye on him. Pretty close pack here. Dell's in there in PR. Oh, so the leader's gone out wide. Round and round he goes. He's up facing the wrong way as most of the field go through. So that elevated us into P3, the end of the first lap, something I didn't expect. Always have trouble with that corner, even in the dry, let alone when the wet's going to come. So very slow out of there, left myself exposed to LDR. Thought this early in the race I'm not going to fight that too hardly. Too much. So Scumbag 91, it's got a good lead. Derridge 2. Clearly I'm holding LDR up at the moment, making him work for his pass. I'm going to get done here. LDR gets out of that corner way better than me. Get shoved out there by the Japanese driver. So Dirge in P2's on the cricket slab. So I was keen to catch up with the Japanese driver just to show him what his pass was like. So Dell's normally a quick driver. He's obviously having trouble with this circuit. Probably new to it. Scumbag's looking pretty slick there. The rest of the field come through. Keen to see what tyres this Japanese driver puts on. Dell's just overtaking them while they're in the pits. So they've gone to wets already. Pulled up a 3-second penalty for the... So riding with Dirge. Oh, he's got out on the grass. Around he goes. Into the wall. So let's P3 through, and myself, just. So at this stage the wipers aren't going yet, so we're free of rain. But it is coming. So you can see that there's a bit of rain happening now. Wipers are on. And you can see the rain now. So Scumbag comes in. LDR stays out. That's a brave move. I come in. And everyone's coming in. It's raining quite heavy here now. Drippy's just having troubles. Obviously on the couple of them are having trouble getting into pit lane. Dell's gone around again. So I think LDR's going to be in trouble here, trying to do a circuit on these. Tiptoeing through, very gentle on the throttle application. So Scumbag's away now. He's gone intermediates. I've gone wets. So this is our Audi driver who was in P1. Another one on intermediates. A lot of them on intermediates here. There's a wets. Drippy's put inters on as well. So LDR is back to a crawl. Wants to keep off those curves. Just won't turn. Dirty up the tyres, it's not going to get any slippery. So look at his speed. So Scumbag goes around. LDR's gone back to, it's now going to be 5th, still got to find pit lane entry. So we're down now to a field of 10. So Scumbag was pretty quick on the intermediates. The Japanese driver was determined to go up the left-hand side, right-hand side of him, the other left. So we squabbled over the few corners here for a while. Look at that, side by side in the wet weather. Not saying that we didn't touch other times. So he's finally in front here. Slid in, pushed him wide. So it looked like the intermediates were pretty quick compared to the wets. It's just surprising me because we had almost no grip on the wet, even in the wets. Everyone out wide there. And deep. So the Audi was way quicker through there than what I was. So Scumbag up front on the inters. Looks like he's doing it reasonably well. So his first lap on the wets was a 250, 255, 255, 255, 252. So it looked like 255 was the norm. Still a couple of wild moments for Scumbag. Picked up the track violation penalty. Probably doesn't mean a lot on a wet race like this now. Not when you've got the lead anyway. So I'll jump forward now. It was pretty much processional after this. Japanese driver in P2 drove away from me but drove closer to Scumbag. So we'll pick it up near the end of the race now. So here we are on lap 19. You can see the track map in the top right corner. Japanese driver here on the wets is midway, probably between myself and P1, probably close to the P1. So Scumbag's low on fuel, and that might explain why he was coming back to P2. He's got another full lap to do yet. Had a very good lead, so looking at the speed he's doing, I'd say he's in fuel conserve mode, where this Japanese driver is able to push as hard as they can. They've got plenty of fuel. Likewise, I had plenty of fuel as well. We're still having trouble keeping it on the track. And at this point of the race, we've only got 8 cars left in. So Kappas is in 4th, he's on intermediates. He wasn't closing any gap on myself. So these two sort of working against each other. LDR's a fair way off the two that we just looked at. And then we've got Dreppy quite a bit behind, just coming down the main straight now. So you can see how Chinese driver is catching Scumbag quite quickly. The Scumbag is definitely managing fuel and the gap. There's P1 and 2. I'm still limping around. So whilst the gap between myself and P2 was constant, I could see the gap coming down to P1, which obviously meant P2 was catching them, as was I, albeit I was another 10 or 12 seconds a bit off the pace. So these two had quite a battle for most of the race by the look of it. Is on the dry line. What's going to happen through here? These two are just racing in formation with each other, is what it looks like. So there's the margin, very close in the end. Scumbag gets it over the Japanese driver. Coming up to the final turns now. Get home for 3. Kappas will get 4. Dan's on this Japanese driver. Don't know who's going to get this one. It's going to be a disaster on the final corner, I'm tipping. So well done to Scumbag for winning the race. And also the Japanese driver in P2. Who gets the drive out of here? Oh, Dan's gone wide. Japanese driver's doing a dance. Oh, he lets him through. They must have been racing in tandem to each other. So anyway, LDR's coming up through here, and Dreppy's a little bit further back still. So thanks for watching. Please give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't.